One of the more in-your-face trends from this U.S. team here at this tournament, their ability to pounce early. Goals in the opening 12 minutes of all 5 of their games now.
Yeah, it's been amazing. Jill Ellis said before the tournament, we're not going to defend this crown of 2015. We're going to attack it. And she and the team have backed up that word. They've come out every single game, scored in the first 12 minutes of every match of this World Cup. That shows a determination, that shows a focus, that shows an aggression, that shows a readiness. I mean, that early shot from Julie Ertz just set the tone, and then the early set-piece goal from Megan Rapinoe, so good.
And despite the attacking prowess of the U.S., what I was most impressed about last night was their defensive discipline, the wisdom, the intelligence to kill the game, almost the humility that came with saying, OK, France, you've heard it there, Jill Ellis saying she was impressed with the way France played. OK, France, you are a top team. Let us just sit back. Let's not attack. Let us sit back, soak it in, and win the game. And then defensive performances from individuals like Crystal Dunn. Just, you know, U.S. being able to show a different side of themselves. I've never seen U.S. bunk in like that, 4-5-1, soak the pressure up and win the game, and show that type of grit. That was really impressive for me, the adaptability that they showed within the game.
And talking about this, the players, there were quotes out there, we did not play pretty, but we got there, we deserved the win kind of thing. It was pretty from a tactical perspective. Like you mentioned, the defensive shape, they had the perfect game plan, and that really suited them well. So it was pretty, US defensive shape. And then France, they did have not a plan B. They're a really good attacking team, but they had no chance to create anything. The only really big threatness came out of set pieces. So that shows a lot how much the US has progressed in playing this soccer style.
Look, the team was definitely the star. But within that, some real standout performances. One, somebody that didn't even kick a ball. We saw our Jill Ellis. And we know that traditionally second cycle coaches don't necessarily end well. I think you're seeing a coach who has matured, who has learned, who has evolved, and that was on display in terms of the personnel that she put out there from the start, the changes that she made mid-game from a tactical perspective, and as you mentioned also, the way that this team set up. It was very different, but still successful. Number 2, you mentioned Crystal Dunn. Hats off, because when the world was looking and we were looking and France was targeting her, she came up with not a good performance at left back, a great performance at left back, time and time again. Not perfect, but a great performance. And then finally, we saw her, Megan Rapinoe. She has always been a star, but she is a legend now for what she is doing on the field, for her personality that she is bringing. Also, admittedly, she did not have a good game the last game. Last night, she had a wonderful game. She was involved. She was what you want from a leader and what you want from a star in the most important moment.
That pose we've seen from her after the goals, coming to a T-shirt near you. We've talked about the millions, the record-breaking audiences across the globe and in the United States watching this one. You know who else is taking it in?
Who?
The queen of all media.
Go USA! Go USA!
Wow,
Go
straight
USA!
out of the air from Oprah.
Go
That's decent
USA!
technique.
Absolutely, she learned from the best, I guess.
Look at this,
USA!
full volley, out of the air,
USA!
opposite direction.
I like having Oprah on loop. By the way, Oprah, if you're watching this morning, consider this your open invitation to voice our semifinal tease, to voice our final tease. Everybody gets a tease. You get a tease. You get a tease. You get a tease. Let's talk about France real quickly. Again, Oprah, I could not be more serious about that. Please, we would love to have you participate in our coverage here. Let's talk about France. Record viewership numbers. Last night, it peaked at 12.2 million viewers. Watched them fall out of the World Cup. Where do they go from here?
The answer is I don't know. I don't know where France go from here, to be honest. This is the second World Cup they've bowed out of the quarterfinals, the third major tournament. Effectively 12 years that they failed, and I hope they keep Corinne Diacre. She's a top manager. She looks like she's got control of the squad, but it's very difficult to see where France go. They don't have a new generation coming in. I don't know, but they're going to have to figure it out because another 4-year cycle is coming through.
Yeah, and a lot of European nations are getting on their heels and maybe ready to surpass them.